What is good, YouTube, man? Today I'm back with you guys, with the nation, for another video, man. And today I got us a good video, man. I got us a good topic. You can see the title, you can see the thumbnail. You see one guy that's standing out on that thumbnail a lot, right? But since we're talking about the thumbnail, big shout out to Icy Nate, man. This man yet again has came out in clutch with another great thumbnail. So please go check out his YouTube channel. It is Icy_Nate. Like I said, this man creates basically every single one of my YouTube thumbnails. He comes in clutch every single time, man. So big shout out to Icy Nate. But let's get into today's topic, man. So look, as you can see by the title, Julio Jones is in there. As you can see by the thumbnail, Julio Jones is in there. Now, let's talk about it briefly, because we got some other topics to hit on. I got some video that I want to show you guys. So look, there's a big thing right now. Apparently, Julio Jones has now been officially getting shopped around a bit, or he's, opened by his general manager to be getting shopped around in trade talks. As we all know, the Falcons, I think, have $1 million and basically have no money to sign all their rookies that they signed. We all know that each team needs around roughly like $4 to $9 million or $4 to $7 million to sign their rookies, and they only have $1 million. Now, Julio Jones would save them a good amount of money, right? Julio Jones is a guy who they feel right now they may not need him, right? They may not need Julio Jones, and for us that's good, right? Because maybe they feel like they can get him off, ship him off, and maybe it's a lower price than we all that teams would want to give up. So we got to talk about it, right? So what would you guys give up for Julio Jones? I think I've said it before. The most I would give up for Julio Jones would be a second-round pick and a fifth-round pick. That's the most I would give up for Julio Jones. Now, if we did that and he was on this team, amazing. Now, I'm only talking about this just because you kind of have to, right? He's in the news, he's in the media, he's connected to our name, he's linked to our team that we love so very much. Now, do I want Julio Jones? In all honesty, I really wouldn't care if we got him or if we didn't get him, right? I really have a lot of faith in our two young second-year receivers in Bryan Edwards and Henry Ruggs. I have a ton of faith in those two guys. I really do believe that those two guys, they'll step it up big time, and specifically Henry Ruggs. I really do believe in Henry Ruggs a ton, man. I really think that Henry Ruggs is going to have a huge second-year leap, and I'm very excited for him to do that, man. I cannot wait for Julio Jones. I cannot wait for Henry Ruggs to take that leap and show why we drafted him at 12th overall in 2019 or 2020, right? I really do believe that in Henry Ruggs. I truly do. Now, Julio Jones, in my opinion, I would give up a second and a fifth-round pick if that's what John Gruden felt this offense needed to go from top 10 to top 3, right? I would do it. I honestly would. I'm not even lying to you. Now, let's talk about the cost, right? A lot of people may think that, oh, he's a really expensive receiver. He has a $14 million cap hit this season. Let's talk about that really quick. Now, if he were to be traded, right, he would only be traded and he would come to our team, and we would actually only pay him $7 million. Essentially, we go half with the Falcons. The Falcons owe him the second half of his contract. We would only pay him $7 million for a top 10 receiver in this league, right? I know you could say that he's maybe a bit injury prone. He's on the back end of his career. I would take that. If anything, John Gruden loves to take back end of career wide receivers and explode their careers again. And I would love to have Julio Jones, but at the right cost, right? $7 million this year if we were to trade for him. Then it's 11 2 years after. That is a bargain for a top 10 receiver, in my opinion. But who knows if he even wants to play football for that long, right? So that's what I have to say about Julio Jones. But let's get into the next topic, right? And the next topic is Jonathan Abram, right? Jonathan Abram is showing crazy improvements, in my opinion. Or not crazy improvement, but it looks like he's showing improvements. We've heard Coach John Gruden say that he sees Jonathan Abram in the building almost every single day. That Jonathan Abram's in that building every day working on his craft. Now, there's a video that I want to show you guys right now that it shows fluidity in Jonathan Abram's hips. His biggest knock is that he isn't a good coverage guy. Now, let me show you guys this video real quick on Jonathan Abram moving from left to right and flipping his hips. But let me show you guys this video. Boom. So, there you go, man. As you can see in that video that I just showed you of Jonathan Abram, he looked pretty clean, right? He looked pretty clean, moving back and forth, and we like that. We like to see that a guy who we know needs to take a big improvement. You know, in my last video, I spoke on his improvement that is much needed for this defense to have some crazy success. But as you can see, he looked better. He looked more fluid with his hips. His hips were flipping. Now, what I will say, yes, it's a good improvement. It looks nice. What I will say though, we can't all get too excited, because if we take a look, if you want to scroll back and look at that video a bit more, it looked like Jonathan Abram was more naturally flipping his hips. It looked like he was more natural on changing his direction and moving his flips to his left, right? It looked like while he was trying to turn to his right and flip his hip to his right, it looked a bit unnatural. Obviously, he has a lot more time to work on that, but it did look like that looked a little bit more awkward, and it didn't look as natural. It didn't look as fluid as when he was flipping his hips to his left, right? Now, don't get me wrong. That looks very clean, and that's what we like to see out of our third-year defensive backs, really our second-year defensive back. And, you know, I'm glad that Jonathan Abram is taking that step. I really am. I'm glad that it looks like he's really trying to improve his craft, really get better in the coverage department, but you like to see it, right? And now, for another guy that got a trending topic because of a video that was leaked, Kendall Vickers, right? Kendall Vickers, I believe, deadlifted 1,000 pounds, right? That is ridiculous. You know, last year, Kendall Vickers was kind of a bit of a surprise, right? Coming on and off the practice squad, had 2 sacks for our team last year, and he did fairly well. You know, he came in on a very limited role, 2 sacks. Not bad at all, right? Now, viral videos are coming out as this man is deadlifting 1,000 pounds. Now, I do want to show you the video because I do have the video of that one as well. But real quick, before I show you the second video, I do have to give a shout out to, I believe it is Raiders Scout. He posted these videos on his Instagram. So I did take these from his Instagram, and I'm showing you guys from there. I'm not too sure if he took it off of someone else's page, but I'm giving the credit to Raiders Scout. So shout out to you for this video. But let me show you the video of Kendall Vickers deadlifting 1,000 pounds. Now, that is ridiculous, but take a look. Damn, bro. As you can see, this man just picked up 1,000 pounds pretty cleanly, right? I think the most I've ever deadlifted was like 365, 375, and this man just made 1,000 pounds look easy. Like, he made it look easy. If you really go to the gym and you know about deadlifting, that's no joke right there. But I want to ask you guys a question, because I know you guys saw Darius Stills on the thumbnail. I know you guys saw a guy like Kendall Vickers on the thumbnail. Now, I have us a good question before we end out this video. Before we clear out this video, I have us a good question now. What would you guys do in this scenario that if there was only one more defensive tackle roster spot, you know, saying that guys like Quentin Jefferson, Solomon Thomas, and David Irving, let's say that those guys already made it. Oh, and Jonathan Hankins. So let's say that those 4 defensive tackles already made the roster. Let's say we only, for some reason, carry 5 defensive tackles on the roster. Let's say in the scenario that there's only one more roster spot for a defensive tackle, right? You know, we have a ton of people on this depth chart that are really fighting for spots in that defensive tackle room, especially when it comes down to that 3 technique. Now, like I said, we have guys like David Irving, Solomon Thomas, Quentin Jefferson, Jonathan Hankins, Darius Stills, Kendall Vickers, and Darius Philon, all wanting to make the team as a defensive tackle, right? I want to ask you guys this question. Now, if there was only one more roster spot, and there was 3 guys fighting for the job, and there was 3 guys, and it was Darius Stills, who you guys know I am a super big fan of Darius Stills. I really like his game a lot. Kendall Vickers and Darius Philon. If those 3 guys, if you guys were the coach, if you guys were defensive coordinator Gus Bradley, and you had to choose out of those 3 guys, and there was only one more roster spot, who would you guys take? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys have watched all the way this far into the video, let me know in the comment section down below. Out of Darius Stills, Kendall Vickers, and Darius Philon, let me know who you guys would take. Let me know who you guys would take in the comment section down below. In my opinion, I'm going to take the flyer on a guy like Darius Stills. Now, you guys may say, well, why are you doing that when you just saw Kendall Vickers deadlift 1,000 pounds and he had 2 sacks on a limited role last year? in my opinion, I really do think that Darius Stills will be that guy, right? If Darius Stills really got a good opportunity, I do believe that Darius Stills, he could be that guy for us. I mean, designated pass rusher, a true pass rushing 3 technique. Yes, he is a bit undersized. I understand that. He is 6'1". I do believe that he already put up maybe up to 290 pounds, but I do understand that he's a bit underweight for that defensive tackle position. Now, like I said, if it came down to Darius Stills, Kendall Vickers, and Darius Philon, who would you guys choose? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Like I said, I'm going to take the fire. I'm going to take the hope. I'm going to take the dream. The Darius Stills pulls the rabbit out the hat, and he proves everybody wrong in minicamp. Of course, I do believe that maybe it wouldn't be out of those 3. I do believe that it'll probably be at the end of the day out of just 2 guys. I think that we probably will carry 6 defensive tackles on the roster, but we're speaking hypotheticals, right? So let me know in the comment section down below, who would you guys choose out of that group of talent? Like I said, I'm taking Darius Stills. Please, if you can, go watch his Baylor tape. I believe it's on YouTube. So go search up Darius Stills against Baylor. He is a monster, man. He is ridiculous. Now, that'll be closing out today's video, Raider Nation. I would really love for you guys to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Always comment in the comment section down below, because if I don't respond, I'm gonna give your comment a heart, a little Raiders football talk heart right there next to it. So I acknowledge every single one of your comments, and I appreciate every single one of you guys that come in, tune in on these videos. Now, let me know in the comment section down below what other kind of videos you guys would like to see. But Raider Nation, that'll be it for today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new, and I'm out. Peace.